Hey everybody, we're back. Big shout outs to the tech crew. Really appreciate all the help. We're glad to be here with you again with Curse Crackers, for whom the bell toils. I again have the lovely pleasure of introducing the folks running. So we have TempestMask1000 and Metroid Prime, and our couch, IndyVillain and LiminalityCarb. Let's go ahead and jump around the room, let everybody reintroduce themselves. Tempest, why don't we start with you?
Absolutely. Hello, friends and fellow gamers. My name is TempestMask1000. Some of you know me as Steve, and I've been running this game ever since last year, near when the final version officially released. Can't believe this game is a year old now, but this is Curse Crackers, For Whom the Bell Toils, an indie platformer by Color Grave. It is their second release game, and it is so good. It is so good. And joining me, it's going to be a race between myself and the wonderful Metroid Crime. How you doing, Crime?
Hey, Tempest. I'm doing great today. Hi, everyone. I'm Metroid Crime. I love this game. This is actually my first time performing it at an event, so that's super exciting. And also, it's a race, so oh my goodness.
I know, we've been pushing this for a while now.
Yeah, I'm so happy we're finally getting to race this. But yeah, I'm super excited for this race. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So joining us on commentary, we got a speedrunner from within the community, someone that's done quite a bit in terms of finding quite a bit for us and just being a fan of this game just as much as I am. It's Liminalitycarb.
Greetings. I admit you give me more credit than I deserve for that, but thank you.
No prob. And then also joining us is IndyVillain, who claims that you are here for Chime.
Yes, Chime's #1 fan reporting in. Hello, everyone.
Alrighty, well, with that in mind, we're gonna I'm just gonna quickly demonstrate something. I know we're a little bit behind, but I'm just gonna quickly showcase the different movement speeds of our character that's going to be Belle for today. So she can do a little bit of walking. She's got a run speed, which I just activated. She can also slide, and then she can long jump. These are 4 different types of speed. Sliding can damage enemies, long jumps cannot, and we can still take damage in the middle of those, so that's something we're going to be a little bit careful of. But aside from that, that's all we're really going to do with the explaining for it, and we're going to let our commentators and ourselves try to explain as much as we can. This is actually a pretty fast category. Mm-hmm. Crime, would you like to explain what it is while I quickly go back to the title screen?
Yeah, sure. This is any % Belle, no Spark Bangle. The Spark Bangle is an item that you can get in this game. We are not using it. Instead, we are choosing to use a double jump mask, which allows us to double jump. But any % no Spark Bangle also means that we're going to first visit the Cactus Room, which is what we're going to use to unlock both all the levels in the game and also to give us the double jump mask. That's all going to happen very quickly at the start.
Yeah. So the time is going to start once we select our characters. In my case, I'm going to be going into a bit of a character select, as I actually have access to the second character, that being Bonnie. But we'll time it off. Crime, you ready?
Yes. Wait, are we starting... Sorry.
If I can just jump in real quick, we did get a $50 donation from Old Man Vax. Much love. Looking forward to a week of great games. And I wanted to let you know that we have $75 to go on a very nice incentive for this game in particular. That being, bear with me, I am incredibly good.
That being the Bonnie Mania run,
Hero.
If I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly. And we, at last check, are at 50 out of $125 needed, and we have until the end of this run. That's 25 minutes, so don't wait. Get your donations in now. Other than that, let's rock and roll.
Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you, Zero. Yes, I would love to showcase that all for you if we can. If not, trust me, we appreciate your donations all the same. Take this as a great cause to be supporting, and we very much appreciate your contributions all the same. All right, Crime, you ready?
Ooh, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I'll count us down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, y'all.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Carb, take us away.
So, you already saw some of the movement. As we are going through this game, you will see very quickly that we're actually going to be skipping all the story in this category. Instead, the runners are going to this stone cactus thing that has all these dials on it. These dials allow you to enter in effectively cheat codes, which the codes they're going to be entering in are one to unlock almost every single stage in the game, and another to unlock a very particular artifact. That artifact is going to be very useful, and once they pick it up, I'll go into more details as to what that is. This room, admittedly, is only accessible once you've beaten the game once, so you can't use it when you're going through originally. But Crime has actually just picked it up. That mask actually gives you 2 very nice abilities in this game that are going to be very helpful for going fast. The first is, it gives you a midair double jump. That, in and of itself, sounds real good, but it also, and as you actually see there, that was the second ability, you can, show off to the camera and be temporarily invincible and take no damage. The double jump, though, has a nice little feature in this game. If you use the double jump right after you have bounced off of something else, such as an enemy or a spring or something, it actually multiplies your momentum, so you rocket upwards. And that will be used very much throughout this to help get some speed in some certain locations. Now, what they're doing right now is they have unlocked almost every stage, but they need to go through a certain number of stages to collect these red roses. That's because actually every stage should be unlocked, but the final world you can't access unless you have 30 of these Ardell roses. And that'll become more apparent once we go through the game. Right now, the goal is just get the fastest 30 roses you can find.
So I had a bit of a slight slip at first, which admittedly that was more due to an audio delay on my end, because admittedly it's not my fault per se. It's no technology fault. It's just the earbuds that I'm using, because unfortunately my headphones are a little bit out of commission right now. So that's why I ended up inputting the wrong code for a little while, but I should be back on track. Might put me a few stages behind Crime though, admittedly. But one thing that we're going to be very considerate about is the fact that Belle here only has 3 points of health, and the only way to recover our HP is by way of the checkpoints. And so this is going to be pretty much something to just consider altogether, because one of the interesting benefits of the game is that your iframes, they're pretty generous enough, and you do not suffer from knockback like other platformers at the time would potentially do to you. And so the reason this is great is because we can use this to effectively damage boost our way through some obstacles. It's just that we also got to be very mindful of our health as well. One nice thing, though, about the Graven Mask, our little tool that we're using throughout the run, is that it has a secondary purpose, which activates by pressing the dedicated item button, and that gives us some temporary invincibility. You saw me use that a little bit when I was collecting my second and last Ardell Rose in the second circus stage I did, and there will be a couple of applications for that for certain. But aside from that, this is basically just, all about trying to platform to the best of your ability and generally remember where the roses are located.
Yeah.
The nice thing about this category is that you can go in any stage order you so choose to, and you can exit at any point because having used the special Cactus Room code to unlock all the levels, the nice thing about the progressional collection of Curse Crackers is that the game will automatically save your progress even if you exit the level and you've not finished the attempt. So no matter what, once we get our roses, that'll be there for keeps.
Yep. And another very nice thing about this game is you actually have a lot of movement options. You saw the slides and the long jumps that were shown earlier, but also Crime, a little while ago, actually did a bounce off of Chime. So with that, you can actually jump up, throw Chime below you, and just have Chime be your new bounce pad. Chime's okay. He's durable. He can take it.
He can take it. He's the best.
He's just
Like,
along
never
for the
stop
ride.
winning.
Yeah.
So what does Chime normally do for us, aside from being a convenient bounce pad?
So
He's
Chime,
also one of our modes of attack.
Yeah.
He's actually your primary mode of attack in most boss fights, actually. A lot of enemies you can just slide into or bounce off of. Fire ones, obviously a little bit harder to jump off of, same with ones that have spikes, or in the case that's what we just see on Crime's side, sometimes they have helmets, so bouncing on them, you get momentum, but they continue to persist.
He's also great for morale.
Yes, he's also just your support friend.
Yeah,
He is friend shaped.
absolutely.
Anything
As if they should make a plushie of him. Oh wait,
Might need to get
they
that.
actually did. They
That
actually
sounds
did.
round and smiling.
Crime also used that star shield there to get through the barrels very nicely.
Yeah, this is one of the nice things, because the barrels, at first, you might be a little bit confused as to when you should be moving, but one of the things you can also do is you can slide into them. It causes them to leap up a little bit, but if you just want to, like, ignore them entirely, then yes, that little star ability that the Graven Mask has secondary is just very useful for that. Now, another point of note is that you'll notice that once we do the double jump, the Graven Mask's power will diminish, and it won't recover until we hit the ground or bounce off of an enemy with Belle. This can be pretty important because that also means we can't really use its secondary ability either. This also kind of plays suit into the other sub-variant of the any percent category, that being with the Spark Bangle, which, like the Graven Mask, can also double jump, but its item usage allows Belle to do basically a vault like the long jump, but also have the offensive capabilities of a slide kick. Oh gosh, that was a good recovery right there.
Good recovery, yeah.
Yeah, great save there.
But yeah, the Spark Bracelet lets you, as Tempest was saying, you can basically, if you combine both the long jump that it gives you and the double jump, you can just constantly do flying kicks throughout the entire level, because one ability resets the other, and you can just chain it.
Yeah.
And it makes all of these categories vastly different, and admittedly, that's why the leaderboards now have a distinction between with or without Spark Bracelet.
Yeah, it was one of the things I personally pushed for anyway, considering I knew it was going to be a little bit hard to get. See, Color Grave, they added it in as part of a little speedrunning community event we called the Chime Circuit as a way of saying thank you for at least 10 people taking part in this. And it's a really, really cool thing, too. It's just that it's also so dang broken, and also it requires 100% completion within at least a single file to be able to use. But once you've done that, it's accessible anytime you want to. So that's the benefit of that. It's just we figured, in case people wanted to naturally get all the feats on their own time, this just seemed more appropriate.
Yep. And with that, Crime has now gotten her 30th rose. So now it's time for our first actual boss fight, because normally each world has 2 bosses, one at level 3 and one at level 5. But we've been skipping through they've been skipping through them. And admittedly, unfortunate Crime didn't get it, but it looks like she'll get it on the next run. Bigston here, actually, the way you're supposed to beat him is knock him into those spikes above you. However, you can just do what Crime did right there, knock him into the pit, and just one-shot him. You don't have to worry about all of his cycles. And now we get to finally meet Bonnie. So, we never went into really the plot of this game. Belle was on a date. Bonnie stole Belle's date, and you've been chasing Bonnie to try to rescue Clyde, who was your date.
Well, they both just died on the boss fight there. This is the toughest part of the game, in my opinion, so it's totally understandable. This boss fight is extremely tough.
Setting up the rhythm against Bonnie is not the worst thing once you know what exactly to do.
It's tough.
But
well, we're neck and
neck
neck
trip
right
you
now,
up.
because they both beat the boss in the same frame there.
What? Okay, well, this is going to be a race, all right.
Yep. Now, they're at what is the final area. We're now on the moon. And it's effectively going to be kind of boss rushy at this point, because at the end of this level is going to be the second boss of the game, which is, admittedly, yes, Bonnie is difficult. I admit, personally, I had far more trouble learning Lear.
Yeah.
So that little thing I just did right there, that's a little trick I like to show off for swag. It's basically the nudge command that this game does use the Unity engine, and when Belle normally gets caught in between a bunch of vanishing blocks, it's supposed to kill her, but in that case, she was facing to the left, and apparently the code just pushes her out of the way harmlessly. It's a really nice little thing I just happened to find on my own time.
And now Tempest is on Lear. Lear, so that you're aware, she's, well, you'll find out in a bit with what she's doing. I'll wait until we actually get past this fight to explain it a bit more.
She's a little bit raunchy on me right now.
There's some
not gonna
RNG
lie.
in this fight that can be a bit difficult.
Yep. Bonnie, once you get used to her, she is effectively a scripted fight. But yeah, Lear is going to be different each time, so you have to be very reactive to what she's doing to try to be able to get through her. But they're both.
Oh, they both
neck and
killed
neck
her at the
again.
same time
Oh my
again.
goodness. Oh, it's
All
gonna
right.
be menuing and oh
It's all coming down to Liadra.
yeah.
Yep.
All I want to do
So-
is see you tune into. Oh no, Zeal!
So enjoy the scale, one of the effectively mini gods of this world. But now we're going to the last level, which is two people who we haven't seen, Lear and Tedra combined. And now Belle is very angry because they tried to do stuff to Bonnie, and supposedly they were supposed to have done something to Chime, but we skipped that, so, you know, that didn't actually happen.
Oh, phew.
So you might be wondering why they look like they're trying to take damage here. This boss actually has an interesting little quirk. If you are not at full health, each time you damage them, they drop one of those green spheres. Those green spheres will recover health when you pick them up. But if you are missing a piece of health, the scythe will actually hit Lidra more than just once. So it's almost like once every other frame she gets hit, as you can see going on right now. So one of the goals is trying to just keep her damaged, and with that,
Time.
Oh, GG.
What?
to Crunch. Wow,
Oh,
fantastic
wow.
final fight there.
And wait. And that's time for me.
And time for
Yes.
wow,
Oh
that's
my
like
goodness,
4
that was
seconds.
Wow.
Close.
Wow. Such a good
What
race.
a-
Yeah,
race.
GG's.
That was I was just astonished at how close this was. Really,
that was amazing.
incredible run.
yep.
Oh,
Great job,
good.
guys. Great job,
wow.
everyone.
Wow.
Also, arguably the best part of the game is right here on Crime's screen. I just want to give a shout out to Big Chime.
Big
Chime go
Chime.
big.
Yeah, we didn't really get into it, but the two villains, they summoned a meteor to try to destroy the moon and then destroy the planet, and Chime just went and ate the meteor. It's gone. It's fine. He
Like you
just
do.
didn't do that.
Like you do.
There's so much we don't know about Chime, quite
And
frankly.
now he
Yeah.
I
gets a
expect
nap.
the sequel game to cover that in due time.
Chime to be playable character in Curse Crackers 2, please. Let him
And
throw
now
Belle
he's
around. That'll be my favorite.
And there's just
Oh,
so much
good
cool
gosh.
feedback in this, and it looks like they really did an incredible job of supporting it.
I
Yeah,
do
it's
want to
fantastic.
quickly ask, though, what was our final times, if I may?
So we were having a little trouble on the timer on the text side, but I see Crime's time was 12:55.
12:55, yeah.
We're going to be right around 13 even.
Yeah, that's still going to be a PB in my case.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So I actually used to. So back when this was the route for the actual any percent, I eventually converted those splits into my Spark Bangle run, and by way of my actual splits for this particular subcategory, by technicality that would be a PB. So
Nice.
there
Yeah.
you go.
Awesome. But thank you so much, RPG Valkyries and Speedrun Ragnarok for having us show this off. This was awesome. So happy we finally got to do this race. I hope everyone checks out this game because it is just such a great game. Like even casually, it is so fun. It just came out for the Switch recently, and no excuse not to play it.
Absolutely. So, I would like to say a quick shout out to the Color Grave Discord server, where the Color Grave devs themselves. Shout out to Minbron, by the way, who was watching our race going on. He's always very supportive. He's actually a speedrunner himself, in fact. So, but yeah, the Color Grave team has official topics for their games in terms of just general chatting, spoiler chatting, and yes, even speedruns. And so if you would like to learn this yourself, please join the Color Grave server. We'd be more than happy to get you fine-tuned for just about anything you'd like to do. Heck, we even have a category called Dodgeball % now, so yeah. It's beautiful. I love this game so much.
Yeah, it's great. But I've been Metroid Crime. You can find me at twitch.tv/MetroidCrime. Thank you, Carb and Indy for coming on to commentate today. Tempest?
Thank you so much for racing me, Crime. I've always wanted to do something with you. Ever since you did buddy commentary with me for No Glitches Allowed, shout out to them.
Yeah.
I've been so happy to see you pick this run up, and you've just been doing such a great job with lowering your time more and more. I'm very happy for you.
Thanks.
And that'll be my only run here for the schedule, but please catch Crime. She'll be doing a couple more things later down the line.
Yeah, I'll be on Wednesday for Sonic Mania, and then Friday I'll be racing IndyVillain at VVV. So, hope to see y'all in chat.
Nope.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to show the Bonnie Mania run, but it's from what I understand, there's plenty of extra content to play in this game, and
definitely
very much so.
Very, very much worth checking out. So really appreciate the runs, everybody.
Thank you.
And
please, fellas, despite the fact that we did not make the incentive, I still highly implore you, let's keep raising money for Take This.
Absolutely.
They do some amazing stuff for people in need of a little bit of help, and I'm always happy to do what I can for Speedrun Ragnarok in pursuit of that. So, hey, thanks again to the Valkyries for having me. Crime, best of luck with the rest of your runs.
Thank you.
I'll just say it myself. Until we next meet, ciao, amici.
All right, thanks, everybody. We're going to send you over a quick break, and then we will rejoin.